shit. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to the Open Podcast. We're here with my best friend, Forrest, Bopp.
I don't know why you touched me.
And I'm Hunter Boros.
Start it over. I'm Forrest, Bopp. How you guys doing? My goodness.
God, you look good today. Did I tell you that?
Thanks.
You look good. Aiden, you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hunter, you look good. Thank you, guys. No, I appreciate it. Really, it means a lot.
You wore
honestly.
sweatpants. So unprofessional.
I was so happy to be here.
Yeah.
What if I just look at
I'm barefoot.
You are gross, dude. What are you doing, Huckleberry
And
lame?
shorts.
Yeah. And shorts.
And
yeah.
shorts.
Yeah.
And 10 minutes late. But who's counting? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
That's the point of this table. And you know what's fun? Today was one of those days where I actually left way earlier than normal, and I was like, ooh, gonna have a little free time today, and then sat in traffic for 40 minutes.
Nashville traffic said, no, says I. Not today, Forrest Bopp. You will not get to where you need to go efficiently.
Stupid Californians,
Yeah, that was a good save.
I assume.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Traffic, okay. Would you rather be in traffic for an hour
Mhm.
or kiss your sister
Kiss my sister
with your tongue?
with my tongue.
Okay. All right. And
I'd
that's the
rather-
show, everybody. I know.
I hate traffic so much. I'd rather fuck my grandmother's corpse than be in traffic for an hour, dude. I hate it so much. It's just, it's horrible. It's just, I have a fear of being trapped. I'm claustrophobic, and I have a weird obsession with time. It's all of my worst nightmares put into one.
It's kind of like being buried alive in a thing that you have to drive.
Yeah,
Because
it's terrible.
you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You're trapped.
You ever heard of munging before?
No.
This is the thing that we used to always like do a bunch of would you rathers. You ever heard of munging?
No.
So basically,
Urban Dictionary.
I've never seen a video of it before, thank God. But it's like a thing that like really fucked up people used to dare each other to do, where they would go to graveyards and they would dig up women, and you put your mouth
How do you know if
over their
well.
vagina, and then somebody else jumps on their stomach, and then it shoots stuff into their mouths.
What are you talking about right now?
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's the whole thing. Well, it's one of those things where one time me and my friends were like, "Hey, you ever heard of a blumpkin?"
Yeah. Right.
So and it just
we knew a guy that got a blumpkin in high school.
a real one.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
Now, when we say real one, I don't know if he actually took a shit. I just know that he was on the toilet, and that was kind of the whole
Those are-
discrepancy.
Those are two very different.
That's what I'm
things.
saying.
He could have been on top of the seat.
Right, but the rumor was that he got a blumpkin.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a whore! She should be put to death.
Well, I think she's doing all right.
Any woman who gives a blumpkin, it makes me go full like Sharia law Muslim, where I'm like, we need to stone that whore.
Let me ask you this: have you ever had a woman be in the bathroom with you while you're taking a shit?
No.
I didn't seem very sure.
Well, I've had the door open once, and they're around.
When you remember?
Yeah, I didn't know they were there, and then they came in.
I do. Oh, that's the worst nightmare. If you're on you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, that would be the worst to have.
I
a
do moan
woman
sometimes.
hear you just
Yeah.
evacuate your bowels.
It would be. Do you ever just it feels so?
I've done it, but it's always been it's a clean,
I moan when I pee a lot. It's no better feeling just when you run upstairs and you have to go so bad, just go, oh, jeez, oh, fuck. It's just so nice, dude.
Sometimes peeing does feel as good as an orgasm.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for
it
sure.
absolutely.
You're trapped in the car. That's another fear.
Oh,
Being in traffic. I'm so good at peeing in bottles, dude.
you did it while I was asleep,
I'm a professional. I've done it so many times when people are in the car.
which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
That's a crazy move, by the way. If you wake up and you just see
You
like you're
would
dri-
stop
ju-
me midstream. I would have to pull over. I can't pee in front of other people like that.
yeah, no shit, you're in the car,
Dude, one of the worst pains I've had in my life was I went deep sea fishing when I was like 13, which is peak insecurity in your penis. And, I mean, we were gone for 8 hours, and I could not pee. I tried like 5 different times to lean over the edge of the boat, and I couldn't do it. And when we got back, while the boat was still moving, I jumped off like I was James Bond onto the dock and sprinted to where nobody could see me. Dude, not peeing for that long hurts
Why
so
didn't you
bad.
jump in the water?
Huh?
Why didn't you just jump in the water and piss?
I'm in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah,
Bro, we went like 30 miles out.
deep sea fishing.
Yeah.
I've done that.
You get in the water 30 miles out?
I mean, just to pee, you dip in.
Absolutely not. dude.
Okay.
We were fishing. You were begging to get eaten by a shark. We saw multiple sharks. You wouldn't get in the water 30 miles out. What the fuck are you talking about? Mr.
You don't think I'd dip in there?
30 miles, like we can't see the shore.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a little.
We're throwing dead fish in the water. We are attracting sharks.
Well, I'm saying you were moving at one point, so you could just be like, hey, man, can I piss?
Also, like, I didn't
Let
know.
me piss in the water, dickhead. That's what you should have said.
There was no, by the time.
Hey, man, my dick's small. We're in the middle of the ocean. Let me piss.
I mean, first of all, they wouldn't have let me jump in.
Well,
And-
obviously, I'm kidding. If there's chum and shit around, yeah.
There was. We saw a bunch of hammerheads.
What I'm saying is you just drive to a different location, you know?
I wasn't really in control. Also, these weren't the warmest dads I was with.
They're kind of dickheads? Like
Yeah, a little
hard-ass
bit.
types?
Yeah, big time. I mean, you know, like one is got addicted to crack and left his family.
Oh, just good guy.
Yeah, good guy. He really went crazy. Dude, you know what else is in the water now? My parents were at the beach this last week, and they sent us a picture. There is a resurgence of saltwater alligators and crocodiles in the Panhandle.
What?
Like right up at like my parents were in the water
Like
and
Gulf
looked
Shores?
over. Yes, in Destin. And looked over, and there was like a 12-foot alligator right next to them.
What the fuck?
And they ran
They
out.
can
And
run.
they have a video. Yeah, I can show you the video after. It was crazy.
That
man.
would be cool to see.
I'm terrified of. I mean, I'm still gonna be in the water, but
Do you think, and this is a dumb question, but I'm going to ask
Yeah.
it. Do you think you'd have a better chance of surviving versus a grizzly bear or an alligator?
alligator for sure.
Right.
I mean, it depends on how big either one is.
That's what I'm saying. There's variables.
Dude,
but
when we were in Australia, we saw a 22-foot crocodile.
I think bear, you're fucked.
And it is, I mean, I was on a boat, and I was like, this boat is not big enough. I was so...
Like if it wanted to tip that shit over. or
I
something.
really think it could have. And there were like 10 people on it. It does not look human. Like, it looks like it looks like the dragon from Game of Thrones.
That's when you see everybody starting to look and identify the weakest person on the boat, on who they're going to sacrifice.
I know. Well, everybody else had their phones out, and I'm like, if this ain't
Oh, well, then you can just
a,
give him a little whoop,
yeah.
a little Chris Berman.
If there was a dog, obviously, that's what you throw over first.
Depends on if it's your dog or not. If it's your dog, you do not throw it over first.
I
because
would.
Nobody's throwing my fucking dog over first.
You know, it's a dog. Dogs are made to be
It's
bait
not-
for.
See, this we've had this talk before on the show when you were like, dogs don't make you cry in
No, of
movies when
course
they die.
not.
Yeah, that's nuts.
No, it's not. I mean, the only one that got me,
90% of people cry when a dog dies in a movie. I hope you know that.
and I was a young man, was I Am Legend. When he has to kill the dog himself. That one's brutal.
Yeah,
But still not bad. I mean, it's
it's bad.
I just don't even like dogs anymore. I'm just done with them. They're too much of a part of our society, and
This is only because of your very particular
no,
situation.
no, it's not. I've had this opinion for a long time now.
Mm.
I really have. One, I mean,
Every time you're around a dog, you're like, "Oh, I love you."
yeah, they're cute, but I don't want to be around them for more than like a minute. And it's the
It's
dog.
like you with your girlfriends.
It's the it's the dog owners that I hate because they just thrust. They want you to be okay with whatever.
Yeah, no, I used to have. It's like, why are you mad that you're like, oh, my dog walks into the bathroom while I'm taking a shit? Close the door,
I know.
dumbass.
But I mean, like they'll like
The
my
heck?
my friends at my friend's wedding, his cousin brought a dog to like a fucking huge ass German Shepherd into the reception, like the what's it called, the night before the wedding,
Rehearsal.
the rehearsal dinner.
I have one tomorrow night.
It was knocking shit over and eating people's food, and she was like, I have anxiety. I have to have it. She was just a fat, lonely cunt. She didn't need the dog to be there, dude. And you don't need it on a plane, also. It doesn't help anything.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But that's different than just having and liking dogs. Those are two.
I also don't want it around when I'm eating. People are like, yeah, it's just going to be in your lap while you eat.
But
and it's
no,
going to slop
yeah,
on your food.
obviously, you got to train your dog to fuck off.
Yeah.
When you're eating. Like, there's certain things, but it's like,
They bark loud as fuck. And
you happen to be around one of the worst trained dogs I've ever
That's
experienced.
no, you're not wrong.
So
I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I'd probably feel that way too. But what I'm
but
saying
I felt like this for a long time now because a lot of people of a certain age, a little bit older than us, think like a dog is their kid, and it is not.
well, but that's because they can't even grasp having a real kid. So like, I feed it and it poops, so it's my kid. It's like, well,
Yeah, and getting in the bed obviously is completely out of the question.
by the way, we don't want those people to have kids. Okay, they don't need to.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, you can have stages of it. You can adapt. You can evolve and be like, oh, well, I was a dog guy. Now I'm a kid guy. You know, you could just decide you want to have kids.
I think it's different. I'm one of those people who thinks dogs and kids are different.
Obviously, they're different. But that's what I'm saying is those people don't see the difference because they're retarded.
Yeah.
You know?
But it is, they're like in your, also people
Were you
like.
following me? Or was I? Okay.
I understand what you're saying, but also like the amount of people, the amount of money people will spend on dog. Like,
They treat it like a
dude,
kid.
my aunt has a fucking 100-pound Siberian Husky. It could kill us all in 30 seconds.
Ugh.
And she'll be like, and I was taking care of it. She goes, he only likes Brita water. And like, with a straight face. She's like, he can't have tap.
I'd be
Tap's
like,
no good for him.
One second. Sorry. 1 second. Just fucking
I know,
just,
dude. So that's what I mean is like that type of stuff. Where it's like, it's a fucking. She didn't want to throw a tennis ball because she was scared it was going to hurt its teeth. It could eat this table. It looks like a Siberian wolf.
But the problem is that woman probably shouldn't have been allowed to be alone. Like, she probably should have had a guardian or been locked up somewhere or something.
She's all alone now.
I don't even know what we're talking about, so I feel bad, but I'm just saying, it seems...
This part cannot be the clip because people are going to figure out who I'm talking about.
I'm clueless, so it kind of helps me, but... I mean,
but it's just that line I will never forget for the rest of my fucking life because, no, he needs Brita water. I'm like, bitch, I don't need Brita water. And this dog that I've seen eat shit needs water to be purified? Are you insane? It will drink a squirrel's blood.
Well, not only that, it will, like you said, it will eat anything that it can and will and can.
Yeah.
Like, it's made to kill.
Exactly.
And survive. These motherfuckers, like, hell, how long dogs been around, son? I mean, shit, they've been killing stuff since 02.
Dude, you know they say that
BC.
Like water has changed a lot, like how much cleaner water is now. That if we drank water from just the 1950s, it would kill us.
Probably.
And not like it would give us diseases that we wouldn't even know how to fix. Like not that long ago.
A lot of stuff now, though, they're finding like a lot of lead pipe, like the lead poisoning that will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because they were so used to it back then. Mm-hmm. And then paint.
They got trained.
Lead was in paint. It was everywhere.
Paint. That's why all painters are crazy.
Well, a lot of them. Now it's not as like. I mean, they're still around chemicals and
any older painter though. I mean, that's new that paint is not
True.
Like they're
Toxic.
just getting kind of high all day and they're out of their minds.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, I just had a flashback. I was a leasing agent at this apartment complex in like 2016, and there was a painter, and so like. When you have to paint an apartment, we get the contractor, whoever, the leasing agent has to go into the apartment and then, like, they do the work. And if the tenant's not home, you have to call them, let them know, they have to give you permission, whatever. But a lot of times it would be just me and him in these apartments. And he would tell me the craziest stories about how his wife, like, would just come home and, like, call him a worthless piece of shit. And they'd be like, I'm going to fuck your best friend. And then would just, like, leave the house and go fuck his best friend. And then...
What a friend.
And then... Look, man, this is between him and God. And then he would just he would tell me this shit, and I remember being 21, like, why have you not killed them?
Yeah.
Or like, why are you even doing this to
I know,
yourself?
I think that all the time.
Also, why are you telling me?
You told me about another one of your friends that I can't believe didn't.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but all I'm saying is that if you are a painter, you're going to be... You have a terrible time.
I mean...
You have a terrible go at it. I never met every painter I met was
Caleb
crazy as shit.
Hey, you listeners podcast, remember Caleb McCraw? That's why he's so retarded is because he works at Sherman-Williams.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, Sherman-Williams and strictly a Burger King diet are no good.
And we can give you an example of it if you ever want to see it. Check episode 12.
Yeah.
Sure.
Something like that.
I do want to say, speaking of Caleb McCraw, me, Caleb, and our buddy Tylen.
Shout out
to Tylen. We all went to the
he
NASCAR
will be our
race.
First black guest.
Jimmy has to be the first.
Oh, second black guest.
Second black guest. Still a great honor on this show.
And then we'll be done.
And then there's no more ever. But there'll be the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 4 eyes.
The Mount Rushmore.
That counts.
But we went to a NASCAR race, and it was an experience that it was just fun for the whole family.
Yeah. What was the race? What's it called?
It's just Nashville Super Speedway. It's
okay.
It's the Cracker Barrel 400, if that's what you're asking.
That it was what I was asking.
It's the Cracker Barrel.
So
400.
how does NASCAR work? Is there a season and are there like playoffs or
yes.
how do you win NASCAR?
So the season
besides
is
a race
nuts because it's like pretty much March, like February, March, there's like truck races and like they'll have like prelims and stuff, but like the season kind of starts around then, and then it goes until like September, like August, September is when like the playoffs are really going.
Okay.
And then
Are you accumulating like points?
yes, so it's a point system, and then there's 16 drivers that make it into the playoffs, and then how it works is there's 4 races in each. So once you're in the playoffs, there's 4 races, and then the lowest 4 get removed. And then
Okay.
there's 4 races, lowest 4 get removed. Then there's the final with 4 drivers competing.
It's
so
only
whoever,
4 people driving?
at the end. I'm saying, well, no, there's still the field, but I'm saying only those 4 guys can win it.
Oh, so could somebody else win the race and
Yes.
then like somebody else is crowned?
Yeah, dude, that
Oh,
happens.
I guess that probably happens all the time.
Yeah, like I think Ross Chastain won the last one at Phoenix last year,
Uh-huh.
but I think Logano actually like won the cup
Gotcha.
because it was points, and he was the highest driver qualified to finish. So if you are in the final 4, it's whoever finishes
okay.
the highest. So technically, you could finish 12th if everybody's behind. I mean, you can
If
finish
those
fucking
3 guys are behind you.
get 32nd.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just you have to be in front of the field.
Okay, gotcha.
So-
All right, that was talking NASCAR.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we get there. I show up with a cooler. I
Uh-huh.
stopped. I got some Busch Lights, got some shots of Jack Daniels, because that's how you do it. They were nice enough to
Gotta
invite me.
Bush it. It's Bush or PBR at a NASCAR event.
Well, and I'm a Ross Chastain guy, and his sponsor's Busch. He drives the Busch Light car.
Sick.
Had to get Busch Lights.
Yeah.
So, you know, get there, start handing out the beers. It was funny because, like, Caleb and Jay were being bashful. I was like, here, y'all take beers. And they're like, no, man, we're good. I'm like, you're at a NASCAR race, and your last name's McCraw. Take the fucking beer, dude.
They also both drink beer every day, and then's the time when they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, when we got to his dad's house last time, he was drinking 7-Up and Crown. He goes, if you don't drink 7 and Crown, you are maximizing your alcoholism.
And you know what?
But I'm not going to have a Bush at a NASCAR event.
And he did. He did.
Yeah.
I got 2 in them. I got 2 in them before the race started.
I bet you did.
We did. And then I got like, Tylen.
Probably more
Tylen
cheeseburgers.
immediately, his eyes like lit up.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was very fascinated with the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he was shocked that he was like, there's a lot of minorities and bitches in here. And I was
Yeah.
like, there is a lot of minorities.
That would
and
be like
bitches.
if we went to Freaknik and there was a bunch of white people.
Yeah. Or more than you would think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lot.
Yeah.
Just more
than
you-
0.
I'd say 10% minority.
That's pretty good. It's a lot more than
Progress.
my schools growing up.
It was also a lot more than it was 10 years ago.
That's true. Was it 0?
Not 0, but I mean, dude, now you got to think like Michael Jordan owns a team.
Yeah.
Bubba Wallace races for him.
Yeah.
Tennessee fan. And like, you know, that attracts more. And then you got like growing up, it was like Juan Pablo Montoya and fucking like you had some minorities coming
Sounds fake.
in. Danica Patrick. You
It's
had
a
her.
woman.
And
They're allowed. Wait, she was in the men's NASCAR?
She wrecked almost every race. Imagine that.
Was she, wait, but she was racing men.
Yes.
There's
She was
not a-
racing like the best drivers ever, like Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. and like those guys. Like,
Is that a men's NASCAR?
yeah.
I mean, a woman's NASCAR?
no, she was driving in NASCAR.
Is she the only one?
The only woman to ever drive? No. There's been like Haley Barber or something. Haley something.
You ever
Keegan
seen the video of
Dugan.
Tony
Keely
Stewart
Dugan.
killing
Something.
that guy?
Huh?
You ever seen the video of Tony Stewart killing that guy?
Have I seen it?
It's
Buddy.
crazy, dude.
Have I seen it? I can show you
It
some.
looks like he did it on purpose.
Well, no. What he was trying to do was those 2 guys were in a fight. It's a dirt race. I used to go up. So we had a dirt track called Riverside growing up in Memphis, where I was from.
Uh-huh.
We would go there all the time, and I had a cousin who did it. Noah Collier, shout out. You met him in Oxford. Anyway,
There you go.
the dirt track. Those guys are chippy. So apparently they got in a fight. That guy was walking out to like say "fuck you,"
Mm-hmm.
and what Tony Stewart was trying to do was whip dirt on him. And he didn't think he was going to come out that far, and he said he hit the throttle too hard. And it was just a perfect combination of, I mean, they say it like snapped his neck and killed him like immediately.
I mean, it's
But I don't
true.
know if that's true.
It looks
I
so
looked up-
purposeful in
R.I.P.
the
to him,
video.
by the way. That's got away with it.
He did get away with it. Dude, I went to Talladega.
It's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was like he killed his fucking wife.
Yeah.
You're like, well, we don't
know that.
We don't know that.
I mean, but they know that he killed him, even if it was an accident.
Correct.
But I went to Talladega probably 6 years ago, and 1, I didn't see any black people. 2,
It's like he wasn't even looking for the cars. He was just he had a notepad like.
do you know I saw 1 black guy? Do you know who it was? Deontay Wilder.
Really?
Yes, he was on the side wearing a
I
fur
love
coat.
him. Well, it's Alabama. I mean, that makes sense.
I got to go on the track and everything. It was sick, but
before the race.
yeah,
Oh, it's sick. Were you in the infield?
Something.
Inside the track? Is that
Like
where you
I
watched
walked.
the race?
No, I didn't watch it there. Like
Okay.
I walked on the track before, like where they were
yeah,
racing.
right.
But
Was the bank crazy or was it pretty? Because it's a speedway, so it's kind of flat. It's not.
I
as
don't remember, to
banked.
be honest. I don't even know what that means.
Banked is just like the.
But either way, the debauchery that happens at night was insane. Like,
Wet t-shirt
disgusting.
contest.
These fat whores
Yeah.
were like
They
set
wanna
up
get
stripper
naked.
poles. I saw
Yeah.
so many naked women
Yeah.
stripping.
Yeah.
It was like redneck Sodom and Gomorrah there.
You know what
It
it's
was
called?
unbelievable.
Freedom. That's what
There
that's
was a
called.
lot of freedom going on, dude. There was so many drugs. I was shocked. I thought it was going to be strictly a brewski fest, and it was not strictly a brewski fest.
Okay, so we walk. It is not
Yeah.
strictly. Dude, there was a dad and a kid right next to me, and he's just ripping a fucking dab pen right.
It's probably the nicest thing going on there.
Well, I'll say this: we're going in, so we're going through security, and already Tom's like, "Where's all the security? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?" And we go through, and I look behind me, and Tylen is walking, and he's got all his shit out in his hands like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "You're not in Memphis, big dog. You're good."
Yeah.
And the people just start laughing. They're like, "Come on through. You're good. Come on." He goes, "They didn't wand me or pat me down or anything." And I was like, "It's a NASCAR race.
They're going to kick you out if you don't have a gun.
The people that cause trouble don't come here." You know what I'm saying?
Look how
If any-
civilized it is.
If anything, they really appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, they really,
That'd be funny to sell the most racist tropes. There you go. Yeah, one of the good ones. Bring him on through.
Hey, you saw who he came with, right? Hey,
He's actually very well spoken.
he can read.
Arian Foster said people used to say that to him all the time. Be like,
By the way, he's like so smart.
I know, and they'd be like, "You talk really good." He goes, "I do talk well, thank you." Also, why do you think I would? And we go, you know. But it is funny
because
that
he got
people just
all those
assume.
hits to his head in football.
That's true. That does make you a little
Slurry,
shabloinky.
slurry, and not the
Yeah,
fun
slurry,
kind.
yeah.
Bad kind.
It does makes you bad slurry.
Glad.
Vlad TV.
Blood slurs.
Vlad slurry. Dude, you ever watch Vlad TV?
I can't stand him.
I love that guy.
He's such a cocksucker.
When he has all these like
He's
former
like
prisoners
a
on there.
AI to me.
Yeah.
He has no soul.
Oh,
Wait,
dude.
who was on there? Sorry.
So many former prisoners. And, one of the guys
I've seen some.
who started the Aryan Brotherhood and then left it. He did like 40 years in prison, and 30 of them he was out of it because the Aryan Brotherhood actually started doing hits on people outside of prison pretty quickly.
What?
And they wanted to,
Outside?
yeah, and they wanted to have this guy's wife and daughter killed, and he was the one who voted against it. And then they ended up just killing the guy's dad instead.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then he's like, "All right, I'm out of here." Dude, he told a story where him, Barry Mills, and T.D. Bigham, those are like the three big. Like,
I've heard of Barry Mills. I don't know that.
yeah, Barry Mills is like one of the most famous prisoners of all
That's it,
time.
I've
He's
heard
still
of-
alive.
I've heard of him.
The videos of him, they were so jacked. They were so jacked, dude.
Juicy Lucy.
Him and Barry Mills did a story about how they were in a fight. They were fighting all these DC blacks, and that's the name of the gang. DC Blacks is the name of a big prison gang. They're Chinese, and ooh, we at DC black. We must engage in combat with the Aryan Brotherhood.
Oh. Fuck.
But he said that he said their backs were so big and they were so ripped. They got shot in the back with shotguns by the prison guards, and it like shot out pellets, and they didn't. He said they didn't even fall down.
Oh,
Because-
DC Bracks were up to
Yeah.
rift. Oh.
We must smuggle in the heroin and the cocaine. I know all the prison gangs.
The DC Blacks. I was like, what are you doing? I
No,
was
that's
I know,
one
I
of the
know.
biggest ones.
Uh,
The black
it
gangs
probably
are
is.
DC Blacks,
Get it?
Black Gorilla Family, and then, Crips and Bloods.
By the way, they come up with names way worse sounding than a white man ever could.
Well, Aryan Brotherhood's
The Black
not
Gorilla Gang? That's crazy.
great. Family,
Oh,
BGF.
wow. That's even crazier.
Yeah. But, I mean, Aryan Brotherhood's pretty bad. Aryan Circle's another one. Aryan Brotherhood and Aryan Circle, they beef a lot. even though they're basically the
What's
same
is
thing.
it like the LGBTQ and the LGBTQ plus people getting into it?
Literally, they're the exact same. But
Right.
Aryan Brotherhood's just a little more structured. It's mainly people who broke off from the Aryan Brotherhood or Aryan Circle. And then skinheads.
It's a subset.
Yeah, but they fight a lot. But, I mean, obviously, if they're going to war with the DC Blacks, they're going to be on the same team. But
I guess they are, huh?
even in prison, most of the crime there is specifically against your own race. Because, like, you stick with your own race, but you're also, like, putting in work, as they say, against your own race.
Mm.
Because they also don't want a race riot to happen. Because, like,
Oh, right. Well, that's the Ali Sadiq joke. That's the great one. The Mexicans got on boots.
Because they said, like you don't. He goes. You will meet very racist people in prison, but you don't say racist shit
No.
because,
No.
terrible, terrible things will happen.
You think?
Yeah, because this other guy talking about where he had to beat the shit out of one of his own people because he said something kind of racist to a black guy where they were playing basketball, and he was like, if they don't see that he has at least like a couple black eyes the next day, that a couple black guys are gonna be on the ass. No, but he was like, we did have to do it too.
Getting on soups.
Avoid a race riot. But they might have put him on soups.
They might have put him on
But that was
soups.
that was Le Emi, Mexican Mafia.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like the biggest one. That's the strongest one.
This is like a league.
Yeah,
Prison's a sport.
it is. And
Prison's a sport, and there's teams, and there's leagues, and you can be a free agent.
yeah, Mexican Mafia is number one. They're the strongest gang.
They're the Lakers. They're like the
They're the
Yankees.
Yankees.
Yeah.
They said this guy in the prison, in the federal prison in Kentucky. That's what this guy was. Like they were by far. It was mainly Hispanics. And
In
this
Kentucky?
guy heard. Well, it's federal, so most of them weren't arrested in
So
Kentucky.
They ship them there.
Yeah, but he literally was like,
There's no fucking good taco places in Kentucky, dude, and you're going to go there.
he said like the guards would be bringing this guy stuff and would like shake his hand, and he said every morning like a line of 50 Mexicans like came in to pay this guy homage, and he controlled this prison with like thousands and thousands of people in it. It's crazy, dude.
Do you think so? Like, say a freak accident happens,
And his Mexican Mafia, that's the other one.
and you kill somebody on accident,
Yeah,
but you get charged life in prison.
yeah,
What? Because that's like a video game. And you get to choose your path.
yeah.
So what path are you going down?
You actually, joining a gang is actually not a good choice because every single guy.
Oh, really?
I know, but everybody thinks like you join it for protection, and every single person that joins a gang is like, it literally did nothing for me. And also, all the gang leaders are people who are serving life, and a lot of them are just like doing like these prison politics out of pure boredom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like you kind of have to like figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like you need to
You'd
like
be bored.
stick with the whiteys, obviously. Like you can't be a fool, but actually,
Wait, because if you see, I would make that mistake immediately.
yeah, well,
Because I would just talk to the first person I saw.
it's once you go to real prison. Because this guy that was talking
This
about
isn't jail.
no,
Right,
yeah, in
yeah.
jail you can do a little
Fuck
mixing and
around.
matching. But because this guy said he was cool with black people, like he was living in a house with two black guys when he got arrested, and they were all selling weed together. And he said the only advice anybody ever gave him, he goes, "Bro, this you being cool with black people, you got to cut out this." He was in Texas too, so they were. Really
Oh yeah, that's a
and they're
different
like, "You need to
ballgame.
cut this shit out pronto, dude."
That's a big problem there. That's
I
a
could
big
do
no-no.
a whole episode on Texas prisons just off the top of my head, and Alabama. That is some of the worst ones too.
Really?
Alabama just got air conditioning.
Oh wait, I've heard about that. Oh god.
Yeah, and
Air conditioning?
yeah, a lot like in Alabama, and Alabama is like the highest percentage of stabbings per actual people in prison. But in Texas, the main way people in prison die is of heat exhaustion and not being given water.
In or
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really happen that much. It really doesn't.
I don't know if I talk about it either.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just not talking about
That's
it,
what I
but
kind of think. But
I mean, they said they've heard it, but they said it's like really not that much of a
it's
thing.
like how many guys do you hear talk about cheating on their wives?
That's
but,
true.
but a
yeah.
lot are doing it.
Yeah, I've heard more people talk about cheating on their wives than people talking about rape on prison podcasts.
Touche. Touche. You win that. You win that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck. What?
What 30 minutes?
Yeah, I was about to say. You flashed me.
No, yeah. Final thoughts, and we're good. Yeah.
Final thoughts and suggestions.
My final thought is that if you go to prison, I would not join a gang, but obviously stick with your kind, and you have to have a hustle because they don't give you like enough food and stuff. and
Twinkies.
Yeah.
You get your family to send you sweets and,
you need-
goodies, and you're
you
like,
need money. Like you have to have money to survive in prison, like real money, not
Yes.
like some prison monopoly
Commissary,
coin.
baby.
Yeah, commissary.
of course.
So, I would say, and you do have to fight people, but don't go out of your way to do it. So keep a cool head, but also stand up for yourself. I would also suggest not going to prison.
Yeah, I was just about to say, number one thing that I have to say is just behave.
Yeah, but if you grew up in the neighborhood like in the Wire, you're gonna go at some point.
You want to punch her in the face? Take a walk. You want
Yeah.
to shoot them? Give them a call. See how it's going.
Mhm.
Or get drunk and pass out. That's better than whatever else is going to happen.
So I guess
Maybe don't get drunk.
My
That's
final
bad
thought would
advice.
be if you want to commit a crime, masturbate and then think about if you still want to do it after.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
And smoke a joint,
Yeah,
because then you're going to be too scared to commit a crime.
that's true.
All right. We love you. Have a great time.
Bye bye.
Bye. I don't know why I did that. I did like